Can a watch measure my blood pressure? Let's check out this blood pressure smartwatch from YHE today. Hi, this is David of Tech for Baba. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, let's unbox and check out the YHE BP Doctor Pro Blood Pressure Smartwatch. See how well it measures my blood pressure and what else it can do as a smartwatch. It comes well packaged. There's a nice thank you card with the watch's motherboard. Cool. The smartwatch comes in a simple black box. Inside the box, there is the watch. Smaller than I expected for a watch that can measure blood pressure. More on that later. There is an inner box. Inside this inner box, there's a charging dock and a USB-A to micro USB charging cable. There's also a quick start guide and an instruction manual. Lastly, there's a measuring tape for the wrist to find the best suited hole to use on the strap. The charging dock is easy to use. It has a micro USB port. Would be nice to have USB-C instead. The watch snaps in place and the charging starts. Instead of laying it flat on the desk, I find it sits better on the side. On a full charge, the battery has been lasting 2 to 3 days for me with several blood pressure measurements a day, which is good. Let's look at the smartwatch in more detail. I'm quite impressed at how small this smartwatch is considering it can measure my blood pressure. I'm used to home blood pressure monitors such as this one or the smaller cuff ones. The watch is tiny compared to them. I measure about 38.7 millimeter wide, 55 millimeter lug to lug, and just about 13 millimeters thick. The strap starts out about 25 millimeters and tapers down to 23.5 millimeters. It weighs just 82 grams. Here it is compared to my Apple Watch Ultra. The YHE smartwatch feels very solid. It has a polished stainless steel casing with black silicone straps. It looks just like a smartwatch. It has 2 buttons on the right side, a small round button for power, and a long home button or function button. There are charging points and sensors on the back of the watch. The strap is held down by these small screws. One big difference is there is a little air cuff that attaches to the inner side of the strap for measuring blood pressure. It's also held down by a couple of screws. Good that the air cuff and the strap can be replaced since YHE sells replacement sets. Even though the watch face is elongated, the display is almost squared at about 27 millimeters by 24 millimeters. Too bad it isn't larger to fill up the entire watch face, but good that it's bright, sharp, and very easy to read. Touch sensitivity is also good. Keeping a 2-finger distance from the bottom of my palm, the included measuring tape helps to determine which hole on the strap to use when wearing the watch for blood pressure monitoring. The smallest number is the hole to use on the strap. The watch and the silicone strap is very comfortable to wear. Looks quite good too. Okay, let's wait no longer and check out the blood pressure monitoring function. I think this is the killer feature of this smartwatch. It's very easy to use. Hold the watch at the heart level, and just like a regular blood pressure monitor, keep the body stable and relaxed. And hit start. The watch starts pumping air into the air cuff to increase pressure on the wrist to take measurement. And it's very quiet. Can hardly hear the air pumping. There it goes. A bit high these days. The watch will help me measure more often to keep myself in check. I've compared these measurements with my regular home blood pressure monitors over the last few weeks, and most of them come in about 5% of each other, which is good enough for me to keep track of my blood pressure. The blood pressure measurement can also be started by swiping the watch face to the right, then press start, or just by pressing and holding the home button. Very convenient. In addition to blood pressure measurements, the smartwatch also has many other features. It can measure and track blood oxygen level, heart rate, workouts like outdoor walking, indoor running, and outdoor running, not as extensive as other smartwatches like the Apple Watch. There's an alarm, calorie tracking, sleep tracking, weather, and heart rate variations. The blood oxygen level is usually within a couple of percentages of the Apple Watch. The heart rate monitor gives very similar results as well. Under settings, display timeout, brightness, always on, or raise to wake can be adjusted. There are 3 watch faces to choose from on the watch, and more with the app, which we'll go over next. When the watch first turns on, it asks to be connected to the app with Bluetooth. The app is called BP Doctor, and it's available on both Android and iOS devices. Once installed and signed in, it can connect to the watch by simply hitting the Bluetooth connection button on the upper right corner. Once the watch is connected, the information on the watch is synced with the app. There is the blood pressure information by day, week, and year. Blood oxygen level also by day, week, and year. Heart rate variance, weight, workout, steps, calorie burned, and sleep tracking. There is a calendar page to set up alarms. And under Profile, My Dial, here's where the extra watch faces can be downloaded. Goals for blood pressure, steps, and weight can be set here. Units, accounts, and personal information can be configured here as well. The MSRP for the YHE BP Doctor Pro Blood Pressure Smartwatch is $449, but I find the street price to be about $240. There are additional discounts from time to time in the link I'll put in the description below. I continue to be impressed at how YHE can fit an effective and quiet blood pressure monitor into such a small package. As a smartwatch, it may not be as fully featured as an Apple Watch, but it's much cheaper and it has a feature that most smartwatches don't have, a blood pressure monitor. If you're looking for a wearable blood pressure monitor in a smartwatch, check this one out. What feature do you want the most in your next smartwatch? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you find any part of this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to see more videos on how technology can enhance our life with kids and family, please subscribe and check out this video next. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember to cherish each moment.